Shout out to all my mirror ball girlies. Changes the whole meaning of it. Every little mirror is a different version of you. That's kind of like the double meaning there. It's very poetic. Go listen to Mirror Ball. Give her some love. She needs it. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nena. Today I am putting my English degree to good use, and we're gonna talk about Taylor Swift lyrics, as we always do on this channel. Now, of course, you don't need an English degree to analyze Taylor Swift's lyrics. All you need is a deep appreciation for songwriting and words. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, and if you're not new, welcome back. I think I've done 3 videos before where I've done a lyric breakdown of a couple other songs. If you want to check those out, I have a playlist linked up here and down below. But as you guys can see, the song that I chose to do a lyric breakdown for today is Mirror Ball from Folklore. And so I have my lyrics printed out here. I got a nice little clipboard. And basically in these videos, I just go line by line and we just kind of break it down, talk about the meaning, the metaphor, just anything, any thoughts that come to mind. We're just gonna discuss and appreciate Taylor Swift's lyrics because this song is so underrated. A lot of people think this song is a skip, but I think that's just because they've never lived the mirror ball experience. Like, shout out to all my mirror ball girlies, the burnt out gifted kids, the people pleasers, the show ponies, people that look for the best in other people, all of the above. And I have a prop today. Got my mirror ball here. I broke off the thing it hangs from, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. But look how beautiful this is. So we will be referring to the mirror ball throughout this breakdown, but let's get into it. Okay, first things first, we gotta talk about the mirror ball as a metaphor in itself. And so I feel like until I heard this song, I didn't refer to this as a mirror ball. I would call this a disco ball, as most people would. But you know, Taylor Swift just has to be so poetic about everything. And so she called it a mirror ball, which honestly changes the whole meaning of it. Because a disco ball, you think happy, dancing, club, lots of lights and energy. But when you think about a mirror ball, it really puts into perspective. This is just a ball with a bunch of little fractured mirrors on it that reflect light. And we're gonna get to more of this metaphor later, but just something to think about. So the structure of this song is quite different from Taylor Swift's normal song structure. It doesn't really have that verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, bridge, end chorus type of situation. It's kind of like, I don't know, the verses are very similar and they kind of sound like a chorus. It sounds like there's 2 choruses rather than verses. And the thing about this song is that it jumps right into the words. There's like no intro or anything. It just starts, I want you to know. And so we get right into it here. So we got this first section here. I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. So right off the bat, it's like they're telling you that they are a mirror ball, and that is a metaphor. Now, they're not saying I'm like a mirror ball. It says I am a mirror ball, which means it's a metaphor and not a simile. Simile is where you do like such as or like to compare, but like when you have a metaphor, it's like I am this. So right off the bat, we know we're dealing with a metaphorical song. And this might be like my favorite line. I'm gonna say that a lot, actually. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. That has so much depth in that just one line, because obviously mirror balls reflect light. And so we're talking about a person saying they're a mirror ball, and so they will reflect your light. Whatever version you portray, they are going to emulate that. And in a mirror ball, obviously there's a ton of little mirrors. So it's like every little mirror is a different version of you. And a person that acts like a mirror ball is somebody that kind of changes themselves to fit other people. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I'll be any version that you want me to be tonight. And then moving down the line a little bit, it says, I'll get you out on the floor, shimmering beautiful. And so that kind of means like being the mirror ball, you're able to bring out a version of somebody that night with, you know, the lights and the music. You'll bring them out onto the dance floor. You'll get them out and show that version of themselves. And I think when we get into like the next verse, it's a different version of yourself. And so this last line, it says, and when I break, it's in a million pieces. And that line, man, that's a good line, because obviously we know that it takes a million little broken mirrors to create a mirror ball, but it makes something beautiful. You know, it's like, yes, all these little pieces are like broken up, but it creates something like good. And it also has that double meaning of being really sad. It's like when I break, it's like bad. It's like a million different pieces just like break when I fall and hit the ground. And so it's like, yes, it's beautiful, shining up here, showing every version of you. And then when it falls, it's like absolutely destroyed. That's kind of like the double meaning there. Another thing that's interesting to note about the mirror ball is like it doesn't produce its own light. It doesn't shine just by itself. It needs an external light source to reflect the light. Right now, it's not really, you can't really see like the lights reflecting anything because there's no light on it. But let's say you get your flashlight app on your phone and you're doing this and you can see it's like shining onto me now. Essentially, that's why if somebody is a mirror ball, they rely heavily on others to kind of shine. They rely on the attention and the output of others, which is good to note for the bridge here. This last line, Taylor Swift has so many different lyrics of a bunch of different songs that talks about when you break, like just like this imagery, it's in a million pieces, and you can kind of see that like in All Too Well. She says, I'm a crumpled up piece of paper lying here on the floor. And then we have The Archer where it says, all the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put me back together again, showing how vulnerable the speaker is here. And I think a lot of Taylor Swift's emotion comes through that kind of imagery, and it hits really hard when you can imagine that in your head. And then we kind of move into the chorus that repeats. So we have, hush, when no one is around, my dear, you'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love. This kind of switches the perspective. The first one is talking about kind of drawing the attention from like everyone in a room. And this part seems like she's just talking to one specific person. And it says, hush, when no one is around, my dear. So it's kind of like in secret, in quiet. It's like they don't want anyone else to see them. It's talking about how even though they know nobody is watching, they say they're still on their tallest tiptoes, spinning in the highest heels, but just for one person. I think that's kind of like the duality of this song. It's like once you let go of wanting the attention and like wanting to reflect everybody else, you find, you know, the people that are actually worth having the attention of. Obviously, this parallels to Taylor Swift's career, obviously, because she's a singer, she has so many eyes on her. It's like that's gonna fade. Eventually, what you actually want is the attention of somebody that you truly care about. And then we get to the line that says, shining just for you. So the narrator is speaking to a specific person, calling them love. So it's assuming this is somebody special for her, trying to get the attention of one specific person now. And here's another fun little parallel. So it talks about spinning in my highest heels. You know, this is like a callback to Begin Again, where she talks about he didn't like it when I wore high heels, but I do. And so the fact that she's spinning in her highest heels very like confidently, it's like she can finally have somebody accept her fully. It's like she's not pretending anymore to change herself for somebody else. She's just owning it, spinning in her highest heels, being her tall 5'11" plus self. Okay, so that's kind of like the chorus here. So moving on to verse 2 / kind of, you know, chorus, I don't know. Verse 2, she says, again, I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. So kind of like reminding again, making that clear. And then we get this line, I can change everything about me to fit in. That is a very much like people pleaser attitude. There's all these different versions of people. Choose which one and I can be that. I can be anything you want me to be as long as you don't leave and you still love me. Going through life, you get a lot of opinions of other people, and whether you choose to listen to those opinions is your choice, but being somebody who is like a mirror ball, who wants to make everybody else happy, and because that makes them happy, but they can't find it in themselves to just choose the version they want to be. They have to choose something they think everybody else wants them to be. And I feel like looking at Taylor Swift's career, there's so many times where people told her what she should do. Some of the times she listened, and it just took her a long time to like break free from all of that and just do whatever the heck she wanted to do. You know, when she created Fearless, Red, and Speak Now, all of those were pop country great albums. And so when she made this switch to 1989, her whole label said, this isn't gonna work out, it's gonna flop, you're making a mistake, you already know your fan base, why are you trying to change something that's already working? For a long time she was just hit with this criticism. She was trying so hard to prove everyone wrong and become what they said they wanted from her. You know, and someone that's a people pleaser, they just want to fit in. And so they'll choose any little version of these to just like be normal. So then we have the next two lines, you are not like the regulars, the masquerade revelers. And this is talking, again, addressing you, a second person, and I'm assuming it's the same you that's in the chorus, where it's like, you are not like the other people that I have had this experience with, where I just want to please and like become anything for them, and not like, you know, the media and other people that think they have input on your life. And then when it says the masquerade revelers, it sounds like the people that are criticizing and they're reveling. They're taking pleasure in the fact that she's breaking into a million pieces and contorting herself to fit some kind of narrative, you know, the speaker, whatever. For Taylor Swift, it's the media. For a normal person, it could just be like the opinions of people, family, friends, just not your friends, like just people in your life, work people, people that are openly critical of you. And then the last line, drunk as they watch my shattered edges glisten. So these people, they're just like, it's interesting how she says like, drunk as they watch my shattered edges glisten. These people that are reveling are just broken themselves and need to take joy in watching other people fail and watching other people break down. She's saying, you, the person that she's spinning on her highest heels for, you're not like them. You don't take joy in watching me break down and become someone that I'm not, just because I want acceptance from other people. So yeah, that hits hard. And then we have the chorus again, same exact thing as before. And then we come to my favorite part of this whole song, the bridge. I don't think I truly understood this song until I heard the bridge, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm a mirrorball girly. So let's just go through these lyrics. And they called off the circus, burned the disco down when they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns. I'm still on that tightrope. I'm still trying everything to get you laughing at me. It's like, even when things don't go according to plan and you can feel yourself becoming irrelevant to other people, you can feel people just kind of pulling away from you when all of like the attention is leaving you. For Taylor Swift, that would be during quarantine when they canceled the tour and everything, the whole album season release, everything. They called off the circus and burned the disco down. It's like, even though everything is going to shit, I'm still here trying to get people to notice me and to still accept me and still trying to please people even though your life is in shambles. And this is very parallel to the vibes of Nothing New from Red Taylor's version, you know, where she talks about, will you still want me when I'm nothing new? It's very much giving those vibes here. It's like, even if there's no disco and circus, if there's no like excitement, will you still want me when it's just us? And there's none of that around. Because everything like that is so fleeting. When all of that goes away, what are you left with? Are you still gonna get back up on the tightrope and try to keep going? Or are you just going to pay attention to the people that are truly around for you as a person and not all like the facade? And then my favorite part of this bridge is the second stanza where it says, I'm still a believer and I don't know why. I've never been a natural. All I do is try, try, try. Such a relatable concept here, an emotion that I feel like a lot of people feel. It's like sometimes other people are like so naturally good at everything. You know, even though you have to try like twice as hard, you still believe that you can like reach this point where it's like, once I get here, then I'll be good, I'll be happy. Once I get the approval of these kind of people, once I, you know, reflect the light of everyone in this room, then I'm gonna feel content. Obviously, you know this is impossible, but you still believe and you still try. You know, and the last line says, I'm still on the trapeze, I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me. I don't know if there's like two different people she is talking to. I don't know if this narrator is talking to one person in the chorus and then you as kind of like a collective collective in the other parts of the song, you know, where it's like, I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. Is she still talking to this just one person? Or I feel like, I don't know why, like it feels like there's a differentiation between that person that she's talking to, where it's like, hush, when no one is around, I'm gonna be spinning on my highest heels and I know that you're the only one watching. And then we go to the other part where it's like, I'm a mirror ball, I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. And is she still talking about that one person, or is she talking about you as in the collective, you know, group of people that she is dying for approval from the bigger you? I don't know. But then it goes into this like last outro. Because I'm a mirror ball, and I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. She almost feels defeated in the end. Oh, I finally am showing my attention to the right type of person, but for some reason it's just ingrained in her that she is a mirror ball and she always will be. She's still trying everything to keep you looking at her. It's almost like in her nature, and that's kind of how it leaves it at the end. It feels like really kind of helplessly longing. And also just like the sound of this entire song is so ethereal, and it kind of feels like a dream, you know, like just the sound, it feels like you're floating through the sky. You can envision like a movie scene with like a single mirror ball just slowly turning with one spotlight and maybe like one girl in the room just kind of like slowly spinning around. Like that's what the visual I have in my mind. It feels very lonely, almost like romantically lonely. Maybe she's just like, you know, dancing like nobody's watching, and then there's like, you know, that one person sees her. The one moment she's not dancing for anybody is the moment that she finds the one person that can truly see her for who she is. I don't know. I feel like I've created an entire story for this song already, but that's gonna be the end of all the lyrics here. Please always let me know if you guys have any thoughts about this song in the comments. Anything else I missed, any other like interpretations, opinions, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. This is just my opinion and what I think that she was getting at with this song. I like that as time goes on, more and more people are appreciating this song, because I feel like at first people didn't really like it because it like was kind of overshadowed by all the other songs. And how appropriate is that? Oh my gosh. The fact that Mirror Ball was trying to vie for the attention of all the other songs on Folklore, it's very poetic. But anyways, after you're done watching this video, go listen to Mirror Ball, give her some love. She needs it. I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know if you want me to do lyric breakdowns for any other songs. These are just so fun for me. I obviously am a huge lyrics person, and I just love being a Taylor Swift fan. She makes it really fun to go through and read and decode all of her lyrics. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that. You might as well. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. I'm so excited to decode Midnights when it comes out. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. I've never been a natural, all I do is try, 'cause I'm a mirror ball. What was I saying?